this is a sign that your friend is toxic. Okay? If you have communication problems where it makes people get the wrong idea, get the wrong idea about you, excuse me, and or you talk too much out of your own trauma, and whenever you be talking to your friend, you be running your mouth, but your friend be quiet, not saying much about themselves, the Holy Spirit is convicting you of all your communication mistakes, but your friend isn't saying nothing about it. Your friend is not correcting you of your communication mistakes, even if they say I will let you know if you mess up. If the Holy Spirit is convicting you of all your communication problems, but your friend ain't saying nothing, that's a sign you're dealing with a fake friend. That fake friend is looking for a way to show their true colors. So when you stay around long enough, they're going to find some way to humiliate you. They're going to find some way to show their true colors. They will not convict you of any of your communication problems. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to friendships, like, don't take this rule too seriously to the point where you think that your friend owes you some wisdom. Like, but one thing, like, where you say, like, hear me out when I say this. Friendships is like about helping each other grow. Helping each other grow to their best self. It's about helping each other grow when it comes to communication problems, helping each other grow when it comes to any kind of problem, or helping each other, inspiring each other to grow, to help each other reach their dreams, be their support, etc. But here's the thing, don't take this rule too seriously where you're like, hey, you haven't said nothing, you haven't helped me with this, you have to help me with this or that. Like, don't take it too seriously like that. Like, don't make it a big deal. But one thing is this, if you know that you are not the best at communicating, you speak too much out of your own trauma, and you speak in a way where people can paint you in a bad light, like get the wrong impression of you, and your friend is extremely quiet as you running your mouth, that is a sign that you're dealing with a fake friend looking for something to use against you. I had to break up with a friend of mine. At the group home. Because she says that she'll correct me if I said something offensive. Like, I told her I talk too much out of my own trauma, but she was quiet extremely. Like, remember Sun Tzu, or whatever that dude's name. Never trust a friend who is silent about your flaws. I forgot this dude's name. He's a Chinese dude. Like, never trust a friend who is silent about your flaws. My friend was really, really quiet. My ex-friend was really, really quiet while I'm just running my mouth. She doesn't say nothing about herself. She just really quiet. She didn't even correct me with a bit of my communication issues. I had to break up with her before she broke up with me. There are times where I be speaking in a way that sounds narcissistic. Like, let's say, for example, I was talking to this church member. This church member is part of this church group. I'm not going to tell you what his name is, called Revival. It's called Revival. It's a church where you dance hip hop. You get to wear almost anything you want. A little modest, but it's really relaxed. It's a chill church. You got hip hop, rap. You can dance. You do dance contests and all that stuff. These people were using me for my talents. Like, all the years I could have wasted working for these people. But yeah, back to what I was saying. We used to be friends, but one thing is this: I used to develop this bad habit of talking too much out of my trauma, out of my own nervousness, and not properly structuring the words to the point where it gives people the wrong impression. Like, one time I said, it was as a disclaimer, I say, not that I'm the better person, but I didn't know it sounded narcissistic until I posted that text. I wasn't trying to be narcissistic. I just said that as a disclaimer because I realized that when I was talking too much in the text, it sounded completely boastful and narcissistic. But that disclaimer, not that I'm the better person, but, and then I just say my piece, but that disclaimer just made it worse. But they didn't say anything about my communication issues. They did not talk at all they did not even correct me, not once, about my communication issues. And it's a sign that they were fake friends looking for something to use against me later on. But I broke up with them by blocking them without explanation. Because God told me to cut them off. God told me to cut them off and told me their true intentions. God told me their true intentions and told me to cut them off. So it was hard for me to cut them off, but I had to do it. Sometimes, let me tell you something. When a Christian finds competition, well, not just any Christian, when a Christian finds competition, they will throw God right out the window. There's Judas in everybody, including me, but it's sometimes when a Christian finds competition or finds somebody that they're jealous of, or finds somebody that they're looking to be fake friends with, or something like that, when they see somebody who has a passion and stuff, they will throw God right out the window. Some Christians do not care who they're working for as long as they can keep another Christian from thriving, from reaching their goals. Some Christians will just throw God out the windows. They don't care who they working for. They can just create in their own little minds that anything good happening to you is of the devil and anything bad happening to you is of God. It's wrong when you're the hypocrite, but it's okay when they do it. When you call out a jealous person, you can call them out for it once, and they once, and sometimes their response is they get proud that they're jealous of you, so they just switch it out. They just switch it around and put it back on you. And they'll just straight up deny it. They'll just switch it around and then put it back on you and then straight up deny it. Even though you saw through them. They can just deny everything and then act like it never happened. So it's like some Christians don't care who they're working for. Like it happens. They be in real denial when they're working for Satan sometimes. Like lukewarm Christians be really in denial when they're working for Satan. I've had my mom I've had my mom hire a wizard to bring demons into this house to use witchcraft against me. And she would not care if she was working for Satan. She would just create that it was God doing it. She would just create in her mind that it was God doing it. Like, she thinks that she's above God's law. But yeah, those are the signs. So, let me tell you something. If you are aware that you run your mouth and you are not the best at structuring your sentence properly, and your friend out there is quiet, their responses are neutral, they don't say much about themselves, that's not your friend. If the Holy Spirit is convicting you of your communication problems, but your friend isn't, that's a fake friend. You're dealing with a fake friend. Cut them off. Okay? Friendships, it's not just about helping each other grow. Like, sometimes, like, how do I say it? Like, don't make such a big deal out of it to the point where it's like, you're thinking, like, hey, you're not doing this for me. Like, no. But helping each other grow is part of friendship. If your friend is not helping you grow, or at least sometimes, then that's not your friend. Sometimes people be extremely quiet because they're looking for something to use against you later on. If your friend convicts you of all the communication problems that you made, or if they do not, at least, like, if you made a lot of communication problems, like, here's the thing, your friend is a true friend is supposed to respond. They either supposed to help you with your communication problems, or a true friend would probably say, I'm seeing some red flags, and then block you. They should at least break up to you to your face. They should at least break up with you to your face. They don't even have to explain. They could just block you. That's how you know. That's how you know it's a true friend, because they let you know, like, I don't trust you no more. But it's like, if they respond to your communication issues by just being quiet and not convicting you of any of your communication problems, or rarely convicting you of your communication problems, they're looking for something to use against you. They're fake. Get rid of them. Okay? Like, let me tell you something. If you are a fake friend who does stuff like this doesn't say nothing about the person that you're trying to humiliate, that you're trying to show your true colors. That just shows who you are. If you are a fake friend that does this, that just shows who you are. That just shows your true colors. You could have blocked this person. You could have blocked this person without explanation and never unblock them. Or at least, or when you do unblock them, you just tell them, I'm seeing some red flags. I don't think we can do this anymore. You could have just blocked them, but you decided to show your true colors by playing around to be the fake friend. Stop it.